Have you ever experienced a very unpleasant smell? For an example, you're outside, you're driving, or maybe you're walking and you experience a very unpleasant smell, like maybe a smell of a skunk. It's obviously disturbing and at the same time makes you uncomfortable. Well, that's what role attitude plays in our life. You know, as somebody would say, stinking thinking. So I want to once again talk to you about the subject of attitude and why attitude is so important and vital in our personal life. And here's the thought for today. Your attitude and my attitude will determine the culture that we create around ourselves. Now that is so important because the word culture is a very deep word. In other words, if you had the opportunity to travel to other countries, you obviously saw the difference in the culture in comparison to whether you're like me in America or maybe you're part of another culture. You'll be able to see the differences right away. That could be just the language, the way they dress, the food that they eat, the environment, and so on and so forth. So same thing here, that your attitude will determine what type of culture you create around yourself. Just as much as, if there's an unpleasant smell around you, whether it's that skunk example I gave you or something else, you get uncomfortable. You start looking around, man, what's that smell? Where's that coming from? Maybe you start smelling yourself. Maybe is that coming from me? And the like manner that I'm sure you had an opportunity, whether you're like at a major store like Macy's or another store that sells perfumes or colognes. As soon as you walk into that store or into that section, you're already smelling, those different fragrances, different aromas, and whatever's already there. And it's a pleasant smell. Why? Because you're in that specific environment. So that's the same role that attitude plays in your life and attitude plays in my personal life. And the challenge, I guess, for all of us is this, that what kind of cultural environment are we creating around ourselves and wherever we go? When we go to work, what kind of a cultural environment are we creating there? The clubs and organizations and associations we're part of. When we visit people's homes, when we're around our friends, when we're out there in our neighborhoods or whatever else we may be doing. What kind of environment are we creating? Is it a sweet smelling environment like that perfume store? Or is it like that stinking skunk that people are like, okay, I don't want to be around Stan because he's got some stinky attitude. So that's my challenge to you and also to myself, that let us, through our positive attitude and our positive outlook just in life and overall, let us create that awesome cultural environment that people will want to be around us. Just as much as we go out there eating different foods from different ethnic backgrounds and it's pleasant to us, let us also create that pleasant atmosphere around us. Until next time.